Namman. Now Namman, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master, and honorable, because by him the Lord had given deliverance unto Syria. He was also a mighty man in valor, but he was a leper. 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 1. Namman was recognized for his success throughout Syria. In fact, 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 1 declares that he was a great man and captain of the Syrian army. As we will soon discover, the depth and breadth of Namman's title reached far beyond the word captain. The Bible depicts him as a mighty man in valor. According to Strong's Concordance, Namman's name meant pleasantness. Namman was a man of honor, strength, power, and authority, yet he was pleasant. Through the story of Namman, we will soon find that you are able to lead with strength, power, authority, and might, while remaining pleasant. In fact, you will find Nammans are respected, honorable, full of character, and well regarded by kings and those in authority. You'll find that these Nammans are pleasant to be around and are trusted advisors and confidants, who have earned the respect of kings, those they lead, and those who surround them. According to 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 1, the Amplified Version unpacks Namman's title further. He was more than just a captain. He was a commander. When appointed by the king, Namman was commander of the Syrian army. His words carried weight. His commands carried power. In fact, Namman was a man of war, strategy, and strength. Namman not only was well regarded and trusted by his peers, he was respected by the king. The Bible declares that he was both accepted and acceptable. The Amplified Version puts it this way: Namman, commander of the army of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master, accepted and acceptable, because by him the Lord had given victory to Syria. He was also a mighty man of valor, but he was a leper. Namman had the respect of the king and was accepted by those above him, those around him, and those who served him. Namman was a great man of honor, character, and integrity. Through his track record of success and victorious leadership, he was accepted. Through his character, he was acceptable. The Bible calls him a mighty man in valor. According to Strong's Concordance, the Hebrew word for valor is Hayil. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I apologize. Which means strength, efficiency, virtue, or wealth. Beyond being a great man, honorable, successful, full of character, strength, and might, Namman carried the culture of character. In fact, this man was so honored and esteemed by those around him that his success was considered as deliverance of an entire nation. His performance was considered economic deliverance. His actions were considered deliverance for an entire region. An entire kingdom accepted his authority. Namman was not a powerless figurehead in authority. He was appointed because through him God had granted deliverance to Syria. Your position has power, but victory comes from God. According to the Amplified Version, the word deliverance used in 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 1 is translated as victory. Namman, commander of the army of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master, accepted and acceptable, because by him the Lord had given victory to Syria. Namman was accepted by the king. He was accepted by those around him, acceptable and full of character. Namman was a deliverer. Through him the Lord had given victory to Syria. 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 1. Now Namman was commander of the army of the king of Aram. He was a great man in the sight of his master, and highly regarded, because through him the Lord had given victory to Aram. He was a valiant soldier, but he had leprosy.